What's up, guys? MMA 190 or UFC 193 is in the house. Links in the description box to see the fight. So if you haven't seen the fight, don't even watch this video. It's going to take you over to Periscope so you can watch the fight. And I'll say this: Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey looked completely like a fish out of water, and I'll definitely say she was exposed tonight. She was supposed to be this almighty badass and the most dominating woman in MMA. And if you look at the weigh-ins, she looks nervous and looks scared. And the reason why Holly Holmes won is because she had better foot movement, better boxing, and Ronda Rousey has only been boxing maybe since like 2012, so maybe about 3 years. And you have Holly Holmes who's been doing it for like 20 years. And you can definitely see there's a big difference in the skill set. Her foot movement is way better than Ronda's. And I've said this for years. The way to beat Ronda Rousey is to stand the outside and use your long reach and use body kicks and use punches and bunches. And Ronda Rousey doesn't throw punches and bunches. Like I said, she does. I mean, she doesn't throw a lot of leg kicks. She doesn't. When was the last time you seen a Ronda Rousey leg kick? Almost never. If she can't grapple you and take you down, and she can't submit you, what does she have? She's a judo player that can throw you to the ground, and she was very exposed tonight. She was gassing out because she was taking punches, and she's not used to taking punches. It's kind of like Brock Lesnar. She can't handle a punch. And at the end of the day, even when I look back and I watched Miesha Tate versus Ronda Rousey 2, and every time Miesha Tate would punch her and land punches, she would go, kind of get like a little nervous because she was getting punched. And Ronda Rousey cannot take a punch because you see what happened. She took a few punches in the first round, looked very gassed out, and it goes to the second round, and she comes out and she stumbles. She goes and she literally does this and stumbles. And when she gets back after stumbling, she gets head kick knocked out. I wasn't expecting a head kick knockout. I was expecting it if Holly Holmes to win, she would have won by judge's decision. And I thought it would have been a more competitive fight. I didn't think it would be a one-sided beatdown. And don't tell me in the comments, well, this fight was fixed. The fight was definitely fixed so Holly Holmes can win so they can make it an automatic rematch and make it a bigger, better fight. No, Holly Holmes won because she trains with better people, a lot better fighters. She trains with John Jones, Carlos Condit, GSP is trained in that training camp. There's a lot of people trained there. And when you look at Ronda Rousey, especially even on her Instagram page, there is no Ronda Rousey training with top level people that I know of, and I've been following MMA since 1996, like the old school MMA. And it's crazy. Like I even said on Periscope, I said the way to win this fight is Holly Holmes is going to stand the outside and stand and bang. And everybody in the comments, I had like 90 people watching my live stream, and they all said the same thing. Ronda Rousey's going to fuck a bitch up. Ronda Rousey's going to dominate. And Ronda Rousey just got completely dominated. I mean, like I said, if I went right now and showed my dad or my brother this fight, and they don't watch MMA, they would actually be like, well, Ronda's not that great of a fighter. But if you've seen her all of her other 12 fights, you would definitely be like, wow, she got whooped and she was this dominant. It's because women always like to rush her, always like to rush her. And I said this like a year and a half ago when she fought Miesha Tate in her second fight. I said the reason why women are losing against Rousey is because they're rushing her and they're not seeing any outside. You know something? I should have betted on this fight. I could have made a massive amount of money. And is this a shock heard around the world? Yeah, it really is. Ronda Rousey shut people up, and Ronda Rousey is not the greatest she claims. You know, Ronda Rousey has a lot of holes in her game, and you definitely seen it. Like I said, there's a Periscope link where you can watch the full fight. You do hear me talking, but you definitely get to see the fight. It's just massive what happened. And then you have Joanna Jacek versus Valerie. That fight impressed the hell out of me. Valerie was winning some of those exchanges, was winning a lot of the fight, but it came down to the leg kicks. Valerie had her taken down in the first round, and I think it was 1 round to 4, to be honest with you. Valerie stood and banged and proved that she has a chance to win at 115 pounds. That fight was a hell of a fight, back and forth. Valerie had some great Muay Thai, some great stand-up, but she should have took to the ground more often to win that fight. And then you had Bigfoot Silva versus Mark Hunt. It only went 2 rounds, if I'm not mistaken, and Bigfoot Silva got knocked out again. And Mark Hunt just did what he did and knocked him out. It was a good fight for what it was, and Mark Hunt just did one of those KO walk-away knockouts, as he always does. And then you had Uriah Hall. I'm not exactly sure who he fought, the dude's name, but Uriah Hall lost again because sometimes he can't take the guy pressuring him, and he loses. But at the end of the day, UFC 193 started out slow and finished strong. Everybody says Ronda Rousey's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. You're going to have people out there saying, well, this is a fixed fight. This was fixed because they wanted to fix the fight where she would lose so they can pump her up for another fight and make it a rematch and make more money. I don't think that's the case, guys. MMA is not fixed. MMA is real. It's a real deal of Holyfield. And I'm just telling you like it is. Ronda Rousey got exposed tonight, and she got exposed in a big way that she isn't the best she is. She got whooped and whooped hard. So I am Trevor, and I'm out of here, baby. Just let me know what you guys think. You can see the fight here or go to the MMA Underground Facebook page, and I'll post a link where you can see the fight there. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.